excited because I am streaming on Twitch today. I'm so random, y'all, because I didn't even say I was gonna do this today. I just decided. I created a Twitch account finally, and then today I was just like, oh, okay, it's time. Okay, real quick, let me go to my studio. Studio. Y'all know that I am taking a stance. I am not going live on Facebook anymore. I'm only doing live on YouTube and other places because I just feel like Facebook does not respect me enough. And uh, I can't get to my studio. I have to make sure that I have to make sure that I'm monetizing this stuff. This is crazy. Maybe I don't have to do it no more. Maybe my wish came true and I don't even have to do it. So come in, guys. A lot of y'all are probably at work in the middle of your day on break. I'm just trying to get to my YouTube studio, baby. And I feel like so many adults are not on Twitch, but I was told, and I do my own research, so I was shown that that you can do anything on Twitch, and that people are doing anything like yoga and coaching and like all types of things. I thought about doing like group sessions, like group quantum leaping sessions, taking you all into parallel realities. I thought about doing that on Twitch. Um, I don't know yet. I don't know. I think that for now, I'm just going to use it as a hub to store my videos, and then I will just know what I want to do with that later. This is crazy that I can't just get in. Okay, I might have to hopefully it doesn't go out, but I don't know if you guys can still see me, but I have to do this. Okay, so it is on. Okay. So let me record because I am recording my videos now. I'm recording my videos. Can y'all hear this fan in the background? Let me try and see what I sound if this fan. Bruh, this fan is loud. This fan is loud as hell. Okay, hold on. Oh my God. Is it following? It's going to not let me go. Okay. I'm going to try to do this without the fan. It is hot, but I have to record and I don't want for the fan to be blowing in the background. Okay, so this is what came to me. I'm on Twitch. Again, by the way, I'm on Twitch. So go to De La Soul if you happen to have a Twitch account. I'll share those details later. So, you guys, people are always asking me. I did a video about how to raise a child that is unapologetic and fearless and just leading their own life. Is that my last video? I think that's my second to last uploaded video. Um, it's called how to I want to tell you because this is a really really good video. This is a message that I've really been getting urges to share. It is called How to Make a Child into an Unapologetic Adult. That's right. That's right. That's right. So this might be kind of spewing into that a little bit, but I'm not going to talk about, well, in that video, I talked about my parents and how I was raised and like how to literally raise an adult like that. But I'm going to just speak from the perspective of an adult who is like that. And people ask me the question all the time of like how I was able to like pack the kids up and just come to Africa, or even before then. Like a lot of the things that I have been into and doing has been like before it was cool to do, like homeschooling my kids, transitioning our diet to a vegetarian or plant-based diet. All these things that I was doing when it was not cool and when it was like crazy, and just really like being able to go against what the majority of people are doing and just essentially not give a fuck. Like, how have I been able to do that? Um, and one of the things that I like to share with people when I am asked this question, it is because the way that I feel is like, why would I listen to a bunch of people, a bunch of adults who don't know? Like, if none of us know, because none of us do know, you don't know what's happening next. You don't know shit. So it's like, since we don't know, why would I listen to you all? And going, like, when I think back into my childhood, that child who was always getting the message that Earth is school, and my guides were always telling me about this life and how humans operate. And I was very, very aware at a very young age that adults were hiding, and that adults just didn't know as much as they were making it seem, and that there was a lot of toxic shit going on and a lot of difficulty. Like I knew at a very young age that adults make things difficult, and that there are easier ways to do things, and that we just don't take the easy route. And if y'all see me sweating, it's because it's hot. And I have to have my door open because my kids are playing outside, and I don't want to have the fan on because I don't want the fan to interfere with my video. Okay. So, anyways, that's okay. It's really not hot. Like, it might look hot because I'm sweating, but it's not hot. Like, it's not bad. It's not a negative thing for us because we're used to it. I noticed when I went back to America, everybody was hot and I was cold. If you don't know, I've been living here for 5 years. So our bodies have definitely adapted to this, and we just adapt. Like, we don't, it's not like, oh man, like, ooh, it's hot. Like, it's not like that. It's just like, okay, it's hot, you know? Or maybe you don't even say nothing, you don't even notice, especially because you have the fan or you have the air conditioner. But again, I don't want to close my door because my kids are outside. Anyways, so at a very young age, I just knew this. And my my aunt, before I moved here, I remember running into my aunt, and she told me that when I was younger, that I would walk in the room like when my mom and her friends and stuff was getting dressed or whenever, and she said I would just be like, "It's not supposed to be like this. I'm not going to be like this. This is not how I'm going to do it. You guys don't have to do it like this." And it is so freaking hilarious, and I am so grateful that I ran into her for her to tell me that, especially before my crazy journey of coming to live here with, by myself with my kids, because I just needed that reminder and that validation of who I am and who I've always been. And I don't remember saying that to anybody, but I remember thinking it all the time. It was a constant thought, okay? Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna upload this video. I'm recording this video as well, so I will be sharing this picture that I want to show you right here, and then I'm gonna share it on my live right now. Let me see if I can find this picture. I have a picture, y'all, of me thinking about what I'm talking that I be thinking about, that I was always thinking about. Where's this photo? Okay, let me see. It wasn't there. Okay, recent maybe. I saved it in, see, I had recently saved it and it was right here, so I thought I could just show it. But maybe I'll get it in a second. This is so hilarious though. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all this photo. Can you see this? Oh, the glare. I don't know if y'all on my live can see this, but I am literally having the thought in this photo while I am in public. And I did an interview not too long ago, and someone asked me, like, well, the interviewer asked me what I looked like, what I looked like. I almost forgot my mic. What I looked like when I was a child and I was getting those downloads, and I said that I looked very spaced out. Like if someone didn't know, and what people would say all the time was that I daydream a lot, and this is why I tell parents, don't stop your children from daydreaming, because they could be channeling. That's what I was doing at that time. I was being told that Earth is school and that we've been here hundreds of thousands of times and all these different things and information about this world. So don't interrupt your children from daydreaming, because most likely if you have a child that's always daydreaming, they're not just daydreaming. They're literally channeling, they're talking. But and then it's funny because I made a post about something with me channeling, and my cousin, who I don't remember because I was so young, but I know of her now, she made a comment and she was like, this is crazy that you're saying this, because when I think back, she said, I would always be like looking at you like, what is she thinking? Like, I wonder what she's thinking about. Because I was always like in deep daydream. I was deeply channeling. And what I was getting was how messed up this place is, and how the ones who are so tall, so big, so have it all together, know all the answers to everything, and you have to listen to them. They actually don't. They actually don't. I knew that very, very young. And so I'm saying all that to bring that around to the purpose of me even doing this live or doing this video, is because that is where my mind is. Like, that was me my whole life. So the reason why I am able to get up and move to a different country or do what the hell I feel, and just like literally move off of what I feel, and have control over how I move, and just run that shit. Like, the reason why I'm able to run that and to not care about what you are saying or thinking, or the way that I am judged, and how people say, oh my God, you're this, you're that, you're not supposed to do this, da, da, da. The reason why I'm able to do that and be like the weird one, and be like the outcast and the crazy one, the one that is, oh, she's talking too much, oh, she's too passionate, oh, she's making her posts are too long, or she did it, like all the stuff. The reason why I can be that, and I can just unapologetically stand in this and love myself and love my life and love what I'm doing, it's because I know the truth. I know the truth of all of us. I know that we really are just the same, and that it doesn't matter how much money you have, or if you are in a really good relationship, or if you are I'm trying to think about all the things that we put in our minds of, like, oh, this is like, you're in a high status, you have succeeded, like you've made it, you own your business, and you're getting all this. Like, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, like, what the thing is. I don't even believe, I don't even see the hierarchy of things, and the different subjects, and the different categories of things. Everybody is just the same. We are really just all one. And what you think that things are normally are not even it's really normally not even really what's going on. And I just really understand that, and I've just really always got that. It would be crazy. I would be doing myself such a disservice for me to stop myself from doing what I feel and doing what I just want to do, even if it seems crazy to do it, based on, like, if I don't make that move, or I don't do that thing or whatever, because of some individuals who are afraid of themselves, afraid to do what I'm doing, who judge themselves all the time, are always critical, who are lying to themselves all the time, because that's what we're always doing. We're always lying to ourselves. We're the best liars. And it's just like, like, this is really where I think from. And I don't even think from it like I'm like consciously, like I'm saying, like, it's not even a thinking that I have to do anymore, because when I was a child, I was getting the downloads about that. So now I just know it. I don't even realize that I'm thinking that way. Like, I just have to sit back like I just was an hour ago and be like, damn, like, that's really why I'm like this. It's a knowing. Like, I know the truth. I can see it. I seen it. I seen it as a child. A lot of you guys did. A lot of you guys watching, there are so many children that know so much more than adults will ever get. And they actually, like, it's like, okay, yes, of course the child doesn't know about paying bills and like, organizing things and certain things like that or whatever, unless you taught the child those things. There's so many things that a child does not know. But still, there is like a knowing that a child can have that is beyond light years, millions and billions, gazillions of quantum infinity amounts of understanding and knowing about the depths of this world and this life and human nature, and what is the righteous way to move, like that you don't even need like a Bible or a Quran or any kind of instructing thing to tell you how to be. Like there's so many kids that are like that. These are the kids who will cry when they see an animal, that's dead, or they're really super sensitive to certain things and to like scary movies and like gory things. And these are children that we call like dramatic and extra, and they say things and you just be like, what? Like, how do you even, not even like how, but like, why are you talking like that? Like, how are you able to talk like that? These are the kids who we be like, they've been here before. I was that child. So it's like, I don't even realize that I'm thinking from that way. I'm just living it. I'm just living what I already knew and what I had already picked up when I was young about the truth about what's going on, about what's really happening. I don't even know if that makes sense. I almost forgot that I'm alive too, so I can look at those comments. But yeah, like it's pretty amazing. Um, and it's what's amazing, honestly, is not that, but it's that I don't even notice that. It's that like it's so natural and it's just so normal for me to feel and know that, to just know the truth of people. And maybe also because I've been coaching people for so long, I really know people's lives. Like I really know. Like I don't even know how else to say that, but I really know. So it's like I know myself, I know my life. I know that when I am helping others, often it is something that I experience myself or someone that I know experience. Like, I just get how much we are one. I just have the experiences and I just have the knowing that helps me do that. And then it's like once you understand that we are all really one, we are all the same thing and there is no difference, then you understand that even people judging you and even people telling you that you can't do this and yada yada yada, that's just you. Like it doesn't, like it doesn't even end up being a thing. It's like it doesn't even end up being a thing because they don't matter, that doesn't matter, or whatever their fear is or whatever the projection doesn't matter because you know what you feel, you know what you know, and you know that that's just you anyway. So it is like I don't even know what to say. It's like that's your 0 point. Like that's it just takes away you don't even have to judge them for doing that because it's just like there's nothing to even talk about. That's just there and poof, now it's not because I'm not even into that because I really really know. I'm not even entertaining that or anything because I really know the truth. I know what's happening. I know that adults don't know. I know that there are no mistakes, that there's no such thing as making a mistake or doing it wrong. And I know that we're just all here doing the same shit. The only thing that has made us think that anything is different, anything is that is happening is different from that is our ego. Our ego is what makes us think that. But it's like once you figure that out as a child, it's like you still have to go through your own little awakening to another level because then you have a bunch of other stuff like not knowing that the government was this or Hollywood was that or whatever. But then it's like, oh, this is why I felt that way. This is why I was saying that when I was a kid, or I was looking at them and looking like, what? Like, that's what it ends up being. So I hope that this helps for any of you all who are wanting to do something, make a decision, make a big move, and you're afraid, or just simply something like this, like starting a YouTube channel, or just putting out your business, putting out your music or your artistry in any way. It's like I notice how much this thought process and this understanding that I've had has made a difference in me because I'm not afraid to try things. I have had so many businesses. If you've been following me for a minute, if you've been following my journey, you have literally seen me. You've watched me grow. You've watched me put things out and be like, okay, never mind, not that. Okay, that didn't work, not that. Or, you've seen this and you see how much I can't care because what else is there? There's not any other process. It only goes like that. You just really get this gist of this deep understanding that everything is all the same thing and it's just all one thing unless you put something else different on it. And then that means you can just do it like Nike and then just keep doing it because who cares? They care. Who are they? They are the ones who everything that I just explained are afraid, are projecting, don't know anyway, reflecting, mirror. Like that's the only reason why we're all here is to reflect off of each other, to get those lessons. But it's not what we think it is. And I just think that knowing that really, really helps. So I wanted to share that. People ask me this all the time. My parents do have so much to do with that because my parents did not judge me. They never told me like you have to do this or it's this way or it's that way or of course they've given suggestions, but they've always had a very accepting attitude. So when I am helping clients, and this has been a big pattern that I see when I have people who are coming to me for help, and it's like what we're doing through the process of them learning to trust themselves, to strengthen their intuition, to live in their power, it has so much to do with their guardians or their parents who made making a mistake such a big deal, who made like you got to do the right thing or you got to be, or it got to be like this or it can't be like that. And so in that video that I'll put in the description, that I uploaded, I was saying how like when I decided to go to church, my parents were like, okay, great. And when I decided to leave the church, my parents were like, okay, great. And when I decided to like everything, like my whole journey, like it's not like there hasn't been a thing like that where it's tying me to something, even if they did not want me to do something like make this move that I moved that they are now very proud of. But at the time they were not happy about it. And it was still just them accepting it. And I just think that's so powerful. I think that has so much like that tied into my knowing about what's really going on and the truth and what I picked up as a child and everything. I feel like my upbringing being that way, it has really helped with that. And I feel like if you haven't had the same experience, the way that you get out of the chains and the prison and this illusion that you are making mistakes and you're doing it the wrong way and you're running out of time and all that stuff, you have to almost like reparent yourself. You have to tell yourself those things yourself. You have to, because we have all these years of programming. And just think about the different cultures that do this, because in the African culture, they are very much not about supporting your dreams, whatever it is. You can ask anybody African that you know, like they want the parents, like a lot of the people from my generation, a little bit older, come from families and parents there where they're like, what you mean you want to be an artist or you want to be a musician? Like that's not that. No, you have to do this. You have to do this thing. There's even Vietnamese and Chinese or Japanese cultures that are exactly the same way. And I know when I was living in LA, I really got to see how many places for therapy there are for their culture because of the control that their culture has on them. And just think about how difficult, like when you grow up in families and already in a society like that, but then a family like that, it is very hard for you to be yourself. It's very hard for you to trust yourself. It's very hard for you to make mistakes. This has so much to do with the blockages that we have on our intuition, on if we're able to make that move or not. Like just there's so many levels that this can be fed into. But yeah, it gets really deep. It gets really deep. But I just feel like reminding yourself what things really are, what people really are. Like stop looking at everybody like there's so much bigger than you, because it just doesn't matter the status. Everybody bleeds the same. Like you guys, we're all really going through the same like 15 things in rotation, like at different times with a little bit of sauce on it. It's not even that big of a deal. Like, it's really not. You go through the same, like, it's the same shit in different ways. Why do you think that psychology was able to label things and put diagnosis and symptoms under certain things when it comes to psychological things or psychosis and stuff like that? Because it's all the same 15 to 20 issues that just end up getting sprinkled with a little bit of razzle dazzle. You know, everybody's story is just different. But that's why we can relate to so many things. I can literally make a video right now and say, I remember when my house burned down, or I remember when I went through this and I was physically abused, or da 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 da. And I'm always going to get a huge amount of people, depending on how many people are watching you or whatever, who are going to be able to relate to that, because we're all just doing the same thing, guys. Like, when we are stressing and feeling like we're at the end of our ropes and we just hit rock bottom, or if you're a person that feels like you're always in a loop of things and you're often going through some of the same things, like if you find yourself saying, oh, I take one step forward and 10 step back, things like that, then it's one of those things where, yeah, we feel like we're alone, but we're not. Because I guarantee you, if you're in a room of 15 people, you're going to find out that half of the room is going through the same shit right now, or just got done with it, or they're about to. We're just doing the same things. Everybody's doing the same shit in a different way at a different time. we really have put each other, if you think about it, we think very highly. Like, for you to judge yourself so much and be so critical on yourself, and be so critical and judgmental that you're thinking about what others are thinking about you, you actually think very highly about other people. I guess, this is why perspective is everything, because we think way too highly about other people. If that's the case, just no. You don't have to do that. You don't have to change who you are in other rooms. You don't have to make a new account for every personality that you have in every business that you have, because you're afraid of the person or the people that are going to see this side of you and they're going to see that side. Like, you don't have to do that. You can really show up yourself and be your authentic self, because people who are business owners and counselors and pastors and whatever hierarchy status or whatever that you might put somebody, they curse and they use the bathroom the same way, and they, like I said, bleed the same way, and they cheat and they lie, and they, like, people are doing stuff and we're learning and we're growing, and we're not, like, everybody's doing the same shit. I feel like understanding this and kind of going through the rampage of the truth about that, it can just help you to not think so much when it's time for you to put that thing out, to put the video out, or to start that podcast, or to start doing what you know that you're supposed to be doing. Your intuition is very strong, and you have this calling on you for you to help people with death, or with birth, or with healing, or with taxes. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. And you're just procrastinating, or you're being a perfectionist, like all this stuff, all these labels that humans put on stuff. And really, you're just being a coward because you don't know the truth. That's it. That's it. You're just being a coward because you don't know the truth. That's it. And I have been there, okay? That's how I know. And we got to be able to say that. You know what? I'm just being scared. I'm just being a punk. I'm just being scared about it because I keep forgetting what the truth is. I keep forgetting that we don't only live once. And that's a problem, because that means that if I don't do what I am here to do, if I don't do what I came here to do, there's a 9.5 out of 10, whatever percent chance that I am going to have to come back here to do it again. For me, that's a big deal. For me, that's important. That is my number one reason for getting my levels in, hitting my marks, doing my shit. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I was younger and I would get this channeled message about, it wasn't even that it would always come in. Maybe it was, but I know that I would ask the question. I would ask the question of, how do we stop coming here? Why? Why am I here again? How do we stop coming here? And that is what my guides would tell me. You have to hit your levels. You have to get your marks. You know this because we hear another way that we've said this. And I remember seeing this from like Susie Q on the Disney Channel when I was like 9 years old. And they were talking about unfinished business, like souls coming back here or humans coming back here, whatever, for unfinished business. That's the same thing. You know that if you don't get your shit in, you're going to have to come back here. So you need to stop playing with yourself. You need to stop being a perfectionist. I'll do a whole other video on what really a perfectionist is. And you need to stop being, what was the other thing? What's the other excuse? A procrastinator. Oh, I'm just a procrastinator. Oh, I just be procrastinating. The truth is that when you are able to label something and you're aware of it and you can say it and you can explain it, it is no longer that thing. It's no longer a habit. It is just a choice. You are just choosing. Me too. I do the same thing. That's how I know. I'm not just speaking to you, okay? I'm speaking from you, from us as a collective. This is just a part of the template. It's a part of the process. And we weren't taught how to stay on top of things and how to put ourselves out there. And school does not teach you how to socialize, like people say. It actually teaches you how to de-socialize and how to put yourselves in groups. There's the jocks, there's the nerds, there's the cool kids. It teaches you how to have the anxiety that we end up having about speaking up and speaking out and putting ourselves out there. So give yourself grace. This is not me like talking at you, but this is definitely me talking like for you, with you, from you. And this is time. It's 2025. That's crazy. We're in 2025, y'all. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I pay attention to the years and I just be like, oh my God. There's certain levels that I want to reach. There's certain things that I want to do. And I don't just mean like externally. Like, I don't just mean traveling the world and making money. Like, I mean like internally. Like, I'm talking about Earth being school. I just don't want to come back here if I don't have to. So I'm just really dead ass serious. And even though it sounds like I've been talking about 3 different subjects, maybe this is all one subject. This is all one subject, okay? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Let me read these comments. I'm recording, you guys, so I almost forgot that I was on live. Never miss a comment. Click on, oh, okay, that's fine. Peace and prosperity, family. Hello, how are you? You are just being a coward because you don't know. That's right. That's right. Let's stamp that. I need to put that in one of my books. You're just being a coward because you don't know the truth. That's it. I am so not the excuse person. You can ask anybody who knows me. I am so about being accountable and like calling my fault because I don't want to come back here. It's real simple for me to be like, what did I do in this situation? What do I need to do? What am I supposed to get from this? It's so easy for me to react in that way. Please try and make this a natural response for you. I just got done telling somebody this the other day. If you make that a natural response, especially in your relationships, you're going to see your life just evolve and continue to change. You're going to get more of what you want. And most importantly, you're going to have more peace because everything comes down to us. And if you're serious about how ghetto Earth is and how much you don't want to come here and all this stuff that we be saying, everybody's always like going in on Earth. You guys, I was born like this. I have been feeling and talking and thinking about this with my guides since my earliest memories, which are about 4 to 5 years old. This is a serious thing for me. It's not a game. I did not just realize a couple years ago that Earth is ghetto. I have known this entire time. Can you imagine how life has been for me? to be to be that little 7, 8-year-old, like that one meme when the dude is like, like I'm telling y'all, like starting my life off like, what am I doing back here? Like I would not lie to y'all, man. That is crazy. I think that is so crazy. This is why I'm such an advocate for the children. Don't sleep on y'all's babies, man. I know we say it, but they be knowing. They be knowing. If someone had just pulled a mic up to me when I was 8 years old and just told me, just asked me, like, what do you think? What do you feel? What have you gathered so far? It would have been amazing. I just wish someone would have been like, what do you be thinking, Dayla? I just wish somebody would have said that. What do you daydream about? Because yeah, like a lot of us knew. A lot of us knew. The children know. Yeah, we know. That's hilarious. So let me know if y'all have any questions because it's 35. I've been recording for 35 minutes. That's not that long. Normally my lives are like an hour. But I hope that this video makes a lot of sense. Shout out to people that are watching me on live. I'm also recording a video. But or I guess I should have did it this way. I hope that this video makes a lot of sense. I hope that this resonates with you. If you're still watching this, then it clearly does. That means that it definitely does. And I just hope that you can receive my messages and my words in a sense that you don't even feel like they are coming from me, but no, that they are coming from you, from your higher self, from us, from our higher selves, because there is no separation at all. This is why you can watch my videos and you can say, or you can read any of my posts and you say to yourself, or sometimes you guys say to me, dang, I was just thinking this. Or this is exactly what I've been on. This is exactly how I feel. A lot of people have told me over the 13 years, 14 years I've been on social media that the things that I share are things that they have in their head. They just haven't shared it. Or they only got one person or a few people that they can share it with, because we are all on one string of consciousness. We are all the same. We are all together. It is all the same thing. Okay? When I do my readings, this is the first, if y'all have ever gotten a reading from me, you know this is the first thing I ask you. I ask you, have you ever gotten a reading? And I tell you that my readings are very different. And I tell you that I am not telling you anything. It might be a couple things new, but I tell you that I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. I'm just telling you what you forgot. That's all I'm here for. I'm just reminding you. I'm just your reminder. Some of us came here born with the knowing already, like myself, a lot of people like me that came with a lot of the knowing. Some of us have near death experiences, and then we come back from that experience with the knowing. Some of us just wake up one day after having some deep dream experience or some type of astro feeling. There are real stories out there like this, and people just have this knowing. And so I'm just here to remind you, because we came here with a purpose slumber. We came here to be purposely asleep. You know, when we come through our mother's wombs, there is literally a amnesia effect that goes through the oxytocin and the placenta and everything for us to not remember the light beings that we really are, what we really are, and what we really came here for. And so, yeah, I'm just here to remind you. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to get out of here now and make my children this Japanese meal that I'll probably record. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, then like this video, share this video. If you would like to um, take advantage of any of my services, then you can find me on earthisschool.com. Love you. Peace out. Bye, bye, bye. Ignore the dog in the background.